YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Glitcher23 here. Hey man, we're picking up and continuing the grinding reactions that we started about a week ago for Immortal Technique. For everybody who doesn't know, I was off of YouTube for a little bit to focus on finishing projects for school this semester. Over the weekend, it took a little bit of time, but I finally got them done, and we're back on the grind, especially for Immortal Technique, man. Y'all guys have been showing a lot of love and support. I really appreciate that. It seems like we're going to have another grinding reactions for Immortal in the future, man. But I don't even know how many tracks have we done to this Immortal or this Revolutionary Volume 2 album. How many tracks? We have 12 Immortal Technique reactions. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be 8. And I think this is literally like an 18 track album. But we got a long one today, man. We got Peruvian, I think that's how you say it, Cocaine. Featuring a lot of motherfuckers, man. Let's look at this list. We got Poison Pen, Pumpkinhead, Diabolic, C-rayz Walls, Lucifer, and Tone Deaf. I believe this is the first time I'm hearing most of these guys. The only one I think we may have heard before is Pumpkinhead. For some reason, his name sounds familiar. But hey, man, y'all know what we do here at this point. If you guys want more Immortal Technique and want to see more in the future, y'all know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe, comment, share this with more people. Share your thoughts and opinions about the track, my reaction to it by the end of the video. If you guys want to join my Discord, the Glitcher Gang, right now we're covering at least one request suggested by my Discord every single day on the channel. Usually it's a second reaction. If you guys want to join, link will be down below in the description. Other than that, man, let's get ready for this headache. This is a long track with a lot of MCs. And these are probably all underground MCs, so they're going to be bar heavy. Let's get into it.
Heard whispers about the financial support your government receives from the drug industry.
Well, the irony of this, of course, is that this money, which is in the billions, is coming from your country. You see, you are the major purchaser of our national product, which is, of course, cocaine.
On one hand, you're saying the United States government is spending millions of dollars to eliminate the flow of drugs onto our streets. At the same time, we are doing business with the very same government that is flooding our streets with cocaine.
See. Let me show you.
That's interesting to think about, actually. U.S. spending so much money to try to eliminate drugs on the streets, but then we're doing business behind our own country's back to gain these drugs and sell them on the streets. Hey, there's too much truth to that already.
Our streets with cocaine.
See. Let me show you a few of the other characters that are involved in this tragic comedy.
Immortal Technique got the first verse. Come on, Tech.
I'm on the border of Bolivia, working for pennies, treated like a slave. The coca fields have to be ready. The spirit of my
treated like a slave, working for pennies, talking about making the coke himself. Oh man, this is a type of track I hope Immortal takes in kind of like a funny but still political type of message route, but I don't think he will. I think this is gonna be just like almost a more informational type of track.
pennies, treated like a slave. The coca fields have to be ready. The spirit of my people is starving, broken and sweaty, dreaming about revolution, looking at my machete. But the workload is too heavy to rise up in arms, and if I ran away, I know they'd probably murder my moms. So I pray to Jesucristo when I go to the mission, process the cocaine paste and play my position.
Okay, listen, Juan Valdez, just get me my...
Okay, let's see who we got. Pumpkinhead next. Man, Tech, you need another verse. I ain't gonna lie. You need another verse. That one was... I'm hurt that your verse was that short. I'm hurt.
my position.
Okay, listen, while I'm out there, just get me my product before we chop off your hands for workers' misconduct. I got the power to shoot a copper and not get charged, and it would be sad to see your family in front of a firing squad. So to feed your kids, I need the.
That's oh. So we had Tech mentioned if he tried to run away, they probably gonna kill his mom. And now Pumpkinhead over here says it would be sad to see your family in front of a firing squad. That's what happened if you basically like refused to do work back in the day. Either you were killed or your loved ones were killed. Someone had to be punished. A lesson had to be learned.
For workers' misconduct, I got the power to shoot a copper and not get charged, and it would be sad to see your family in front of a firing squad. So to feed your kids, I need these bricks. 40 tons in total, let me test it indeed. Shit, this is good. Pass me a tissue and don't worry about them. I paid off the official.
Yo, it don't come as a challenge. I'm the son of some of the foulest, elected by my people. The only one on the ballot, born and bred to consort with feds. I laugh at fate and assassinate my predecessor to have his place in a third world fashion state. Lock the nation with 90% of the wealth and 10% of the population. A central intelligence agency takes weight faithfully. The finest type of China white and cocaine you'll see.
Honey, I'm home. Never mind when the bank account suddenly grown. It's funny, we're so out of this debt for this money we owe with ya.
Holy shit, Tone Deaf has a... I ain't gonna... Dude, Tone Deaf has a very interesting voice. Hey, man, I do like what they're all contributing to the track so far, though. They really are sticking with the theme of the message. We had Diabolic just now. He was kind of talking about snorting the line of cocaine himself, the brick of cocaine himself. You know, so... And y'all know Technique. Y'all know what Technique's doing with this album. Basically, man, he's making a political statement, just a stand against what America basically has been hiding from its people. So, this type of track is something I think the world knows about, but really doesn't know the shady truth about it. You know what I mean? So I really do enjoy the inclusion of this track and the meaning of this track, it seems like.
See, honey, I'm home. Never mind when your bank account suddenly grown. It's funny, we're so out of this debt for this money we owe with ya. When have I told you that I had two governments overthrown to keep our son enrolled in a private school and to keep our tummy swollen? Come on, our fucking home was built.
So he's saying, by me working for this company, they're the reason our kids are able to go to school. Or having the lifestyle of selling the cocaine itself is the reason why his kid is able to go to school.
In a private school to keep our tummy swollen. Come on, our fucking home was built on a foundation of bloody throats, the hungry stolen of their souls. Of course this country's running coke. I took a stunning oath to hush the ones who know. The CIA conducts the flow for these young hustlers that lust for dough.
I go work in the hood, hit my connect. That's what's really good and supply work to the hood. These suits fucking crack me up, scrutinized like we inferior.
This dude kind of sound like LP. I'm not even gonna lie.
Me up, scrutinized like we inferior, petrified when we meet in my area. My groove will shoot till I say so. You got the loot, give me the yay like Ice Cube, so don't play with my yayo. We won't stop you bastards. My street scramblers, chop it and bag it. Taking pictures and tapping phones, debating.
Damn gun, how many? Who is this? Lucifer? Dang, Lucifer got like no time. What happened? What's happening here? Poison Pen and Lucifer have like two of the shortest verses. Man, I low-key be feeling bad for like... It's cool seeing a lot of these rappers do like these big collabs, but it is definitely a lot to take in at once. There's a lot of communication that has to happen in order to enjoy the track as a whole. And it sucks that some people get a little snubbed in their verses, have like shorter verses, can't really say as much, and then you hear some people just body some of these verses. You know, I personally am. It depends. The song has to be like stupid solid for me to enjoy it, like these big types of collaborations.
Yo, dog. We won't stop you bastards. My street scramblers chop it and bag it.
Taking pictures and tapping phones, debating snitches and cracking codes. Fast the cuff or blast the foe on any hustler stacking dough. Just pump and crack a blow. And my overtime is where your taxes go. Or gain your trust, get you the hand wait to.
My overtime is where your taxes go. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. His overtime basically pays for the wealthies. Come on, man. Come on.
Go or gain your trust, get you the hand wait to us. We paid up front on the low with cameras taping ya. Getting pop away, the prison sentence is doomed. Make the collar to leave with 2 keys
out the evidence room with my frame. Truck, boat, or plane, they watching you. You think you got work? They copping too. We control blocks. They lock countries and own companies. We had nice cars and sneaker money. Now there's players out there talking about they holding with bumps in their house like they down south with windows open. Your dough ain't long, you wrong, you take shorts and soon. Feds will be up in your mouth like forks and spoons. So enjoy the rush, live plush off coke bread. Soon you'll be in a cell with me like Jenny Lopez. In the school I was a bully, now life is fully a joke. I keep afloat on a boat for Peruvian coke. Players do favors for governors and tax makers. Fat Quakers smoke crack and sex acts with bad mayors. The walls got ears, you big mouths probably scared. Not prepared to do years like Javier.
The story just told is an example of the path that drugs take on their way to every neighborhood in every state in this country. It's a lot deeper than the niggas on your block. So when they point the finger at you, brother man, this is what you gotta tell them.
I'm not guilty. You're the one who's guilty. The lawmakers, the politicians, the Colombian drug lords, all you who lobby against making drugs legal, just like you did with alcohol during the Prohibition. You're the one who's guilty. I mean, come on, let's kick the ballistics here. Ain't no Uzis made in Harlem. Not one of us in here owns a poppy field. This thing is bigger than
Immortal Technique.
This is big business. This is the American way.
So, for those of you who don't know basically what that outro is about, Immortal basically said each rapper took a different perspective of how the cocaine makes it out on the streets. You got different scenarios, you got different life situations, you got different locations, you know, which it makes sense. It really does make sense with everybody's verse being like so different. Like some were mentioning their families, some were mentioning the struggle, some were mentioning, you know, working like more than others to make a living off of it. And then towards the end, he's like, when they get caught, this is all you gotta say to the feds. America did this. Our government supplied us with this illegal substance. You know what I mean? So, nothing I could complain about there, man. Nothing I could complain about with the message of it. Personally, not one of my favorite tracks, but I don't hate it at all, by all means. That definitely, that's one of those tracks that definitely needs, you know, more replays. For sure. And I think the most interesting verse was honestly, who was it? Who did I say it was at the end? Who did I say was the name of the MC at the end? I think c-rayz. I think c-rayz's verse was honestly the most interesting. That's just my personal take. That might be because he had the longest verse. It sounded like he had the longest verse, so that might have what won me over. But let me know what you guys thought about that in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoy and want to see more from any of these artists, y'all know we continue in the grinding reactions for Immortal Technique, so stay tuned for the next one coming out later today. But thank y'all for watching. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like, subscribe, comment what you guys want to see next, share your thoughts and opinions about the track and my reaction to it. If you guys want to join my Discord, links in the description. But other than that, man, I'll see you guys in the next one.